So hi guys, welcome back to the Women's 100 of 2026. It is the Eliminator match today between the Southern Brave women and the Sunrisers Leeds women. Trent Rockets have directly made it through to the final and they are waiting in the final. So the winner of this match between Southern Brave and Sunrisers Leeds will play against the Trent Rockets in the grand finale of this Women's 100 tournament. As Lee comes down the wicket, hits it high in the air. She's gone long enough. That's a clean strike from Lizette Lee. Terrific shot over long off. Sunrisers Leeds women winning the toss and electing to bowl first today. And obviously a knockout match, this kind of a semi-final kind of a clash. The first 6 of this innings comes on the bat of Lizette Lee. This time it's shot again, pulled away leg side, will pick up a single. So yeah, the Sunrisers Leeds women have won the toss and elected to bowl first. And both the openers of Southern Brave out in the middle. Lizelle Lee and Maya Bouchier opening the batting for Southern Brave. And Southern Brave women have lost 3 on the bounce coming into this clash, the Eliminator. This is the final points table if you look at it. Trent Rockets finished right at the top. Sunrisers Leeds women finished at number 2 and Southern Brave women just holding on to that 3rd spot there. So that shows, Southern Brave were flying high at the start of this tournament, but then lost momentum towards the end and finished at 3rd position. So they cannot afford another blip here, Southern Brave, because another blip here will eliminate them from this competition. So they need to figure out, they need to come back to winning ways here. This is crunch time for both these teams. Neither of them can afford a blip. The good news for Southern Brave is that Sophie Molyneux is back in the 11. That's a terrific shot from Maya Bouchier. Clears mid-on and that'll run away for 4. First boundary for Maya Bouchier. So Lizelle Lee hit a 6. Now Maya Bouchier with the boundary. Expensive over from Kate Cross. 11 runs came from that over. And Southern Brave women are 13 without loss after 10 balls. Good news for the Southern Brave women is that their original captain Sophie Molyneux is back in the 11 today in place of Phoebe Franklin. Sophie Molyneux didn't play the last league match against Trent Rockets because of a stomach upset, but she is back as captain and back in the 11. So that will really boost the bowling attack for Southern Brave, who made a match out of it against Trent Rockets in their last league match but couldn't quite win that game. So Cassidy McCarthy now continuing into her 2nd over. It's a good start here from the Southern Brave batters. Important toss won by Sunrisers Leeds, you would think. That's cut away again in the gap. And that'll run away for 4. Lizelle Lee. Little bit of width on offer. Lizelle Lee pouncing on it. So again starts the over with a boundary. So this match is happening at the Kensington Oval in London, and generally at Kensington Oval teams will prefer to win the toss and bat first. Even if you look at the longer formats of the game, you look at test matches, ODIs at this particular venue, teams that bat first tend to win more matches than the teams chasing. But obviously the trend in this tournament has been to win the toss and elect to bowl first. So Sunrisers Leeds have followed that trend, and Sunrisers Leeds have a really good batting lineup which can chase down any total that comes their way. They've been formidable team in this tournament, defending champions of course. That's pulled away again in the gap. 4 more. Deep square leg, can't stop it. 2nd boundary in this over. Lizelle Lee starting to look dangerous here. This is the thing, when both these openers get going, you need to be careful because they can take the game away from the opposition. 2nd boundary in this over. And this time driven again back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Cassidy McCarthy. So that's the thing actually, like Sunrisers Leeds have been a really good team in this tournament. You look at it, the way they won their last game, that must-win game against Manchester Super Giants women, they completely outplayed the Manchester Super Giants. Their bowling attack and their batting lineup have been extremely formidable in this tournament. And they are the defending champions, I should not forget that. Because the Northern Superchargers women's team has become Sunrisers Leeds. And Northern Superchargers won last year's tournament. So the Sunrisers Leeds are the defending champions. They are looking to go back-to-back in this tournament as we see another dot ball to finish off the over. The really good over for Sunrisers Leeds there. 8 runs coming from that over from Cassidy McCarthy, and a good over for Southern Brave. Southern Brave women are 21 without loss after 15 balls. And now Jess Jonathan is the new bowler to the attack for Sunrisers Leeds. Yeah, that's true. Like Jemima Rodriguez, that hamstring injury, that is why she has been ruled out of the Asia Cup and the Asian Games. She got ruled out here as well, isn't it? She got ruled out of this tournament and the Asia Cup and the Asian Games coming up after this. The hamstring injuries take some time to heal. It's quite a serious injury. Appeal for LBW here. Maybe height, probably a factor. So another dot ball. It depends upon the seriousness of the injury. Hamstring injuries generally take a lot of time to heal. So it happens. Another appeal here. And this time the finger goes up. Bowling stump to stump. Jess Jonathan. And Lizelle Lee getting hit on the pads. Probably height could be a factor. She's going to have a discussion with Maya Bauchi whether to go for the review or not. And they're going to take the review. Is it either straying down the leg side or maybe height? Because that ball bounced a lot. But very accurate bowling here from Jess Jonathan. Very experienced, that is for sure. And this could be a huge wicket if they can get rid of both these openers of Southern Brave. Then suddenly we know that Southern Brave's middle order can struggle. At least in the last 3 games it has struggled. So that is what the Sunrisers Leeds should be looking to do. Try and get both these openers out and put the pressure on the middle order. Because middle order, in the absence of Jemima Rodriguez, has not shown its capability so far. So that is where the weak point is for the Southern Brave. Is there bat involved in that? I think they'll need to check ultra edge. Really good bowling actually from Jess Jonathan. Well, looks like there's a spike on the Snicko, so there is bat involved. A successful review for Lizelle Lee and for the Southern Brave women. The decision should be reversed. Not out it is from the umpire. So Lizelle Lee survives there. And that would have been a big blow for Southern Brave because Lizelle Lee has been that batter who can provide those starts with the bat. And not only important she gives a start, she needs to carry on. Because once wicket falls, the entire complexion of the game changes. That's gone off the pads again towards short fine leg. And another dot ball here. Can we see a maiden over here from Jonathan? The last ball of the over coming up. That's on the stumps again. Punch down the ground to mid-on. Another dot ball to finish off the over. Maiden over from Jess Jonathan. And the Southern Brave women are 21 without loss after 20 balls. Sometimes we really don't understand why. I mean, Lizelle Lee should be playing for the South African women's cricket team, but we really don't know why she's not playing. She's still striking the ball really well. She's a South African. And I mean, I don't know why South African women's team are not able to identify these kind of talents. She's still a threat to any opposition, that is for sure. These kind of talents you need, particularly when a nation is searching for its first ever World Cup. But anyways, let's not change the topic now. Annabelle Sutherland is the new bowler into the attack now for Sunrisers Leeds. And looking for some early wickets here. Maya Bouchier on strike. Annabelle Sutherland has been the MVP in this tournament. That's back of the length, flicked away towards mid-wicket. Maya Bouchier picks up another single to start the over. We have seen quite a lot of times in this year where the defending champions of certain tournaments have gone on to defend their title successfully. We have seen that in the Men's T20 World Cup. We have seen that in the IPL. We saw it in the Pondicherry Premier League as well. And then even in the Global Super League, the defending champions went out to defend their titles. So Sunrisers Leeds looking to join that list. That's a top edge. Square leg running forward. Lands safely. Lands safely there. He'll come back for 2. Another couple of runs for Lizelle Lee. A big top edge there. He's looking for the pull. Three more deliveries left in this over. Again, short again. It's pulled again. And deep mid-wicket cannot stop it. That's gone like an absolute rocket. To the fence for 4. Lizelle Lee again. Outstanding ball striking. Bowling it too short there, Annabelle Sutherland. And dispatched by Lizelle Lee. Picks up her 3rd boundary in this innings. Well, keeper comes up to the stumps, but it doesn't make any difference because again she cuts that away in the gap for 4. Back-to-back boundaries from Lizelle Lee. She's starting to look very, very dangerous. Maya Bouchier hasn't even quite got going at the other end. It's Lizelle Lee who is doing all the damage, moves to 26 from just 19 balls. Last ball of the over coming up. It's pulled again by Lizelle Lee towards deep mid-wicket. And picks up another single to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And Southern Brave Women are 33 without loss after 25 balls. So Jess Jonathan now going to continue into her 2nd over. It's tossed up again and Maya Bouchier drives it towards long on and picks up another single to start the over. Lizelle Lee is back on strike. Quicker delivery on the stumps. Punch straight to the fielder. Jess Jonathan has been terrific actually. Bowled a maiden over the previous one. Now again only 1 run from this over. They need wickets here. Only way they can build pressure. Goes for a slog sweep. And that's in the gap as well for 4. She is finding gaps to precision here. Is Lizelle Lee. Moves to 31. The score is 38 and Lizelle Lee has scored 31 out of those 38 runs. Picks up yet another boundary. This time again slow through the air, cut away by Lizelle Lee. Pick up another single. Maya Bouchier is back on strike. The last ball of the over coming up. Quicker delivery flicked away by Mahemegalostrikers. Another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Jess Jonathan. Southern Brave Women are 40 without loss after 30 balls. Sunrisers Leeds bowlers being put under pressure here. Southern Brave looking for revenge from the last year's final defeat to this opposition. So Hannah Baker is the new bowler into the attack for Sunrisers Leeds. Southern Brave obviously looking for revenge because they lost the final last year against the Northern Superchargers, who is now Sunrisers Leeds. Hannah Baker coming over the wicket. Oh, straight away going for the sweep. Appeal for LBW probably. The umpire says not out. Dot ball to start the over. Well, there's every possibility of Southern Brave reaching the final. I never said that they won't reach the final. If these openers continue like this, then anything can happen. That's flicked away by Mahemegalostrikers, leg side, and picks up another single. When did I say that Southern Brave cannot reach the final? I never said anything like that. They can reach the final. Lizelle is back on strike. That's tossed up again, driven straight to point. Another dot ball from Hannah Baker. The Sunrisers Leeds need wickets, otherwise these two openers, they're set at the crease now, they can do damage. This is how Southern Brave were winning their matches at the starting of this tournament. She's missed it there, appeal for stumping. The keeper looks very, very confident there. They're going to go upstairs probably. In fact, the finger goes up, so they've got the biggest wicket here, the Sunrisers Leeds. Nowadays, they don't even go upstairs to the third umpire. They just consult with the third umpire, and the third umpire makes a decision and they give it out on field. I think there's a slight technological improvement in that particular aspect. Few years ago, you always used to go to the third umpire for every decision. But now the umpire just consults with the third umpire and then gives it out. So Lizelle has to go, and what a big wicket this is for Sunrisers Leeds. This is exactly what they were looking for. And could there be a twist here in this innings for Southern Brave? Lizelle has to go after scoring 32 runs, and Southern Brave women are 41 for 1 after 34 balls. Even Sunrisers Leeds can win. Sunrisers Leeds also they have been really good in this tournament. Laura Woolford is a new batter to the crease. That's tossed up again, driven down the ground towards long off, and Laura Woolford gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Lizelle D. And Southern Brave women are 42 for 1 after 35 balls. Even do not underestimate Sunrisers Leeds. They are a very all-round unit. Looks like Hannah Baker is continuing to bowl 2 sets in a row. You look at Sunrisers bowlers: Annabelle Sutherland, Kate Cross, full of experience bowlers. Jess Jonathan, Hannah Baker bowling decently well, Deepthi Sharma with her experience. Bowling attack is really good. And then you look at their batters: Phoebe Litchfield, Danny Gibson. So many good batters they are having. Annabelle Sutherland is batting well. Deepthi Sharma is batting well. Very experienced team, Sunrisers Leeds. Do not take them lightly at all. Even if they reach the final, they will provide a big threat to Trent Rockets. Bryony Smith, Phoebe Litchfield, Lauren Winfield Hill, Annabelle Sutherland, Danny Gibson, Jess Jonathan can also bat, Deepthi Sharma can bat. They are having the batting depth and they are also having the bowling depth. So what makes you think Sunrisers Leeds cannot win? They can also win, Southern Brave can also win. Anything can happen. Cricket is an unpredictable game. You never know who can win what tournament. Comes down the wicket again. Ooh, the non-striker clashed with Hannah Baker there and then completes the single. Although Trent Rockets have been the best team in this tournament, if you have to look at consistency wise, even Trent Rockets, their bowling attack is also outstanding. So you really don't know actually who is going to win this tournament. That's pulled away leg side and that's beaten that fielder at deep mid wicket for 4. 2 short on that occasion from Hannah Baker, and Laura Wolfart puts it away to the boundary to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Hannah Baker, and Southern Brave women are 49 for 1 after 40 balls. In fact, if we have to look at it, out of all the 3 teams that have qualified, on paper, if we look at all 3 teams, Sunrisers Leeds looks like the best team among the 3 teams. When you look at batting depth, team balance, bowling depth, bowling variety, if you look at all these aspects, Sunrisers Leeds are looking the best team among all the 3 teams. Because if you look at Southern Brave, their middle order has not contributed. That is the truth. That's why they lost their last 3 games. If you get both the openers out inside the power play, nothing. You get them 5 for 2. You get them at 5 for 2. Lizelle out, Maya Bouchier out. Game out. Because the other batters are not contributing. And then even if you look at Trent Rockets are also, I'm getting a feeling they're too much dependent on Ash Gardner and Nat Silver Brunt with the bat. Their bowling attack is good, but again their batting is not looking convincing. Still they have somehow dominated and gone through to the final. That is a huge thing actually. But Sunrisers Leeds are not like that. Sunrisers Leeds have plenty of options. Just as I had explained now. The kind of batting options they are having and then the kind of bowling variety they are having. So if you look at it, on paper Sunrisers Leeds looks like the best team, but you don't win tournaments on paper, isn't it? You need to perform on the field. So anything can happen in the field. 50 comes up for Southern Brave. 50 comes up in 42 balls. And this partnership starting to develop here between Laura Wolfart and Maya Bouchier. Yeah, I mean Jemima Rodriguez didn't play the previous Women's 100 tournament. And this year she played for Southern Brave. So Southern Brave is actually her team. Has driven down the ground. Danny Gibson it is, new bowler into the attack, has bowled well so far. 3 runs from the first 4 balls of this over. And you can see the difference now, isn't it? Lizelle has gotten out. And now suddenly things have slowed down. Now you just get Laura Wolfart out at this stage. It will slow down even further. So directly or indirectly, Southern Brave, they are dependent on their top 3 batters, and that is not the ideal thing to be. That is not the ideal way to win a tournament. You need a complete team. So that is the thing actually. Good over here from Danny Gibson, just 4 runs coming from that over, and Southern Brave women are 53 for 1 after 45 balls. So Kate Cross now back into the attack, had an expensive first over, but now that Lizelle has been dismissed, she has been brought back into the attack. It's beautifully bowled again, swung away by Maya Bouchier towards deep square leg. Picks up another single to start the over. The men's eliminator is also there. That will happen obviously midnight here in India. Time zone will be perfect in England, I guess, for the men's eliminator. There it will be the Manchester Super Giants taking on the Sunrisers Leeds. Oh, she's been bowled, has she? I think she's been bowled. Kate Cross gets the breakthrough. Laura Wolfart has to go. Gave herself room there, Laura Wolfart, and loses her stumps in the process. And now suddenly 2 down, Southern Brave. The captain of South Africa women's team, Laura Wolfart, is walking back. And this is why we kept on saying the Sunrisers Leeds have variety in their bowling. So they are the team to watch out for this season. Hits the top of middle stump. Terrific piece of bowling from Kate Cross. Very experienced bowler. And gets rid of Laura Wolfart. So Wolfart has to go after scoring 8 from 6 balls. Wolfart is gone after scoring 8 from 7 balls. And suddenly now Southern Brave 54 for 2 after 47 balls. Well, it was that slow ball, I think, from Kate Cross. And she gave herself too much room there, Laura Wolfart. And again, I am not able to understand this particular move. Well, they just paid the price against Manchester Super Giants for doing this. And they have not learnt their lessons, I guess. Sophie Molyneux coming in at number 4. It should be Charlie Knott coming in at number 4, not Sophie Molyneux. She is not a batter. She is a predominant bowler, not a batter. She is not a number 4 batter at all. I think this is going to prove costly once again. Goes full, has driven again, good fielding at covers. Another dot ball from Kate Cross. This is exactly the reason why Southern Brave lost against the Manchester Super Giants in the group stage. The last 3 matches they lost, 1 loss was against Manchester Super Giants. And that was because Sophie Molyneux came in at number 4, wasted so many deliveries and then got out. By that time the required run rate went out of reach. And Southern Brave couldn't come back and win that game. And looks like they have not learnt their lessons. Charlie Knott should come in at number 4. After that, Molyneux can come. Why are they demoting Charlie Knott down the order? I'm not able to understand that particular strategy from the Southern Brave. They have not learnt their lessons. They're going to pay for it once again probably. Last ball of the over. Driven again back to the bowler. Another good over here for Sunrisers Leeds. Just 1 run coming from that over, including the big wicket of Laura Wolfart. And Southern Brave women are 54 for 2 after 50 balls. Yes, absolutely. Jemima Rodriguez is a huge loss for Southern Brave. And I'm saying that because of that, they are not going to win this tournament. Because their batting... You look at this, Sophie Molyneux coming in at number 4. She is not a number 4 batter. How many times have we seen cricket? You look at, those who are watching cricket for a long period of time. Does bowling all-rounders come in at number 4 for batting? They will come in at number 6, number 7. That is where bowling all-rounders should bat. They should bat as a finisher. You look at a batter like Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Or I will even say a better batter than Thisara Pereira. Anyone knows him? He is also a bowling all-rounder. Does he come in at 4? No, he comes in at 6. He comes in at 7. That is where bowling all-rounders should come. Deepti Sharma now back into the attack. And that's pulled in the air. Down towards long on. And Maya Bouchier picks up another single. Yeah, exactly. That is what I'm saying. I don't know why they are demoting Charlie Knott every time down the order. Charlie Knott should come in now. In fact, their batting sequence itself is wrong for the Southern Brave. That is why they are going to pay the price once again today. Molyneux still not off the mark. Even for the Australia women's team, you look at it. Molyneux is playing for the Australia women's team. Does she bat at number 4? Elise Perry comes in at number 4. Or Ash Gardner will come in at number 4. Sophie Molyneux cannot come in at number 4. Then that means there's a problem in the batting. The batting order in itself is misplaced as far as the Southern Brave is concerned. That's a top edge. Could be out here. Fielder takes the catch at long on. Maya Bouchier also goes. Deepti Sharma strikes. They're falling apart now. The Southern Brave. Deepti Sharma was brought into the attack. You cannot keep Deepti Sharma away from taking wickets. Mr. Dependable, Mrs. Reliable, player of the tournament in the Women's ODI World Cup last year. And she continues her knack of picking up wickets. A big top edge there from Maya Bouchier. And she also has to go. Southern Brave suddenly 3 down. It was going very well until Lizelle Lee and Maya Bouchier were batting, but once Lizelle Lee got out, suddenly they have lost 3 wickets, and this is exactly what we are talking about. Maya Bouchier has to go after scoring 15 from 17 balls, and Southern Brave women are 56 for 3 after 53 balls. Now there's no batting after this for Southern Brave. Charlie Knott is the last hope probably. She is a much recognized batter. Jodie Grewcock, Naomi Duttany. After that it's the tail enders. So there's not much batting left for Southern Brave if you look at it. Charlie Knott has to do something special here. And I think we have also said this before. Whenever a responsibility is on one batter to perform that day, suddenly that batter transforms into a beast. As we see a cut shot here, it's cut away towards deep extra covers. That'll run away for 4. So Charlie Knott comes in and straight away gets off the mark with a boundary. She is probably the last hope here for Southern Brave. This time again looking for the cut shot, but misses it. Dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Maya Bouchier. And the Southern Brave women are 60 for 3 after 55 balls. Yeah, Charlie Knott can anchor the innings and take it forward and probably finish it towards the end. But now, if you look at the remaining batters left after this, Jodie Grewcock, Naomi Duttany, they are not recognized batters. So if they can get rid of Charlie Knott here, Sunrisers Leeds will be bossing this game. Molyneux is also not a batter. She is coming in at number 4, but she is not a batter who can score a half century on a given day. I don't think she has ever scored a half century in her career so far with the bat. A proper batter will score half centuries and centuries. At least you need to be able to score 30 or 40 runs as a batter. Molyneux does not even have that capability. She is predominantly a bowler. Another couple of runs here for Charlie Knott. Hannah Baker continuing into her second over. Sophie Molyneux is a bowler who can bat a little bit, but predominantly a bowler. Only little bit she can bat. You can't expect her to score a half century or anything of that sort. That is not going to happen. But Charlie Knott definitely can score some big runs on her given day, and she has to do it today because it's kind of now or never as far as the Southern Brave women are concerned in this particular tournament. Goes for the pull again towards short fine leg, and Charlie Knott gets through for another single. So the defending champions, Sunrisers Leeds, not giving up. They've been really good with the ball, and this is what I was saying actually. Amongst the 3 teams, you look at on paper, if you look at all these 3 teams that have qualified, Sunrisers Leeds look the most balanced team amongst all the 3 teams that have qualified. So you can never ever take this Sunrisers Leeds team lightly. Because you look at the bowling depth, you look at the bowlers that are bowling, all match winners. Swept away leg side, straight to short fine leg. And another dot ball. And you look at Sophie Molyneux here, 1 from 5 balls, and this is the problem. This is why I was saying she is not a number 4 batter. This is exactly what she did against the Manchester Super Giants also in that defeat. Comes down the wicket, drives it down the ground, got a hand on it. Another dot ball to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over from Hannah Baker. And Southern Brave women are 63 for 3 after 60 balls. So 40 more deliveries left in the innings and they should at least look to get towards 120, 130. Charlie Knott has to take the responsibility from here. Annabelle Sutherland back into the attack. She has been the MVP for the Sunrisers Leeds in this tournament. Runs with the bat, wickets with the ball. Those back of the hand slow balls have all been outstanding. Charlie Knott is on strike. Oh, that's a short ball. Goes for the pull towards square leg. Charlie Knott picks up another single to start the over. So it's a slowed down here, the Southern Brave innings. Lizelle Lee started off really well, but again a similar kind of a story. They got rid of Lizelle Lee, suddenly 3 down, suddenly running out of quality batters. This has been the problem for Southern Brave in this tournament. They need to come back better next season probably. They need to pick up good batters. At least you need to have good batting till 5 and 6. Only then you can be able to win a tournament like this. That's pulled in the air, leg side. Over mid-wicket. Will that reach the fence? Oh, the fielder puts in the dive, but it goes through. And Sophie Molyneux picks up a boundary here. 2 short on that occasion from Annabelle Sutherland. Should have been stopped at deep mid-wicket. But the captain picks up her first boundary in this innings. This time short and wide again and Molyneux cuts it away towards deep point. Picks up another single. Charlie Knott is back on strike. Molyneux can bat. She can hang around. She has to, Charlie Knott has to take the responsibility of attacking. Molyneux should hang around with Charlie Knott and try to accumulate as much runs as possible. That should be the strategy now for the Southern Brave women from this particular situation. Because they don't have quality batters left after this. That is the truth. This is probably the last recognized batting pair. So they need to somehow take this deep at the moment. Last ball of the over coming up. Moves across her stumps. Defends it towards third man. It's very difficult to get Annabelle Sutherland away. Another dot ball to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And Southern Brave women are 69 for 3 after 65 balls. So Danny Gibson now back into the attack. This is the variety that Sunrisers Leeds are possessing. Suddenly Danny Gibson can slip in a few overs and even she is bowling well. Charlie Knott on strike. A shot pulled away leg side towards deep mid-wicket. Just a single for Charlie Knott. Gives a strike back to Sophie Molyneux. Sophie Molyneux has hit a boundary but 6 from 8 balls again. The initial stage of this tournament, we saw Jess Jonathan opening the batting for Sunrisers Leeds, but thankfully they rectified it after that. Southern Brave looks like have not rectified their mistake. That's cut away again. Good fielding at point. And Sophie Molyneux picks up another single. Southern Brave women started really well this tournament. 5 wins to start this tournament. But ever since then, the wheels have come off for Southern Brave. And that is because all these hidden weaknesses have suddenly come out for the Southern Brave. Goes for the drive, out towards deep extra covers. And the fielder again cannot stop it. Charlie Knott picks up another boundary, much needed boundary for Southern Brave. Charlie Knott has to take it forward from here, giving herself room and beautifully finding the gap. this time again going across the stumps, looking for the cut, doesn't make connection. Another dot ball from Annabelle Sutherland. So last ball of the over coming up. Really good bowling from Danny Gibson. Full toss. Charlie Knott hits it towards middle off. The stumps and the striker's end, but I think Molyneux makes it back. So another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Danny Gibson. And the Southern Brave women are 76 for 3 after 70 balls. So 30 more deliveries left in this innings, and Southern Brave women trying to get to a competitive total. Just Jonathan back into the attack. Comes down the wicket, hits it high in the air. Fielder covers, running backwards, can't get to it. Oh, almost mistimed it there. Charlie Knott will pick up another couple of runs. That would have been a big wicket for Sunrisers Leeds at this stage of the innings. Looking to go over the top. Mistimed it big time, somehow cleared that fielder who was running backwards. Charlie Knott, 16 from 13 balls, has done well so far. Second ball of the over coming up. Just get a feeling anytime a wicket can go down. Goes in the air again. Over the top once again. Accessing the field really well. It won't reach the boundary, but they'll pick up another couple of runs. Slower through the air once again. Just Jonathan trying to buy a wicket probably. Nicely flighted, because she knows that Charlie Knott is looking for the big shots at this particular stage of the innings. But when you're trying to buy a wicket like that, you need to have your fielders in the deep. You can't be having the fielders inside the circle, because that will result in a boundary. It's pulled away leg side again. Now this might run away for 4, will it? No, deep mid wicket coming around. Charlie Knott picks up another single. Well, just Jonathan really looking to make the batter play a big shot and buy a wicket. Sophie Molyneux back on strike. And Jonathan coming around the wicket to Molyneux. That's punched again down towards long on. Molyneux picks up another single. Still the current run rate is only 5.54. They'll get to 110, 120. Their bowling attack can make a fight out of it probably, but I think Sunrisers Leeds will back themselves to chase it down. Down the track, looking for the big shot, missing it completely. And I think it's gone off the pads towards third man. Another dot ball to finish the over. Excellent over from Jess Jonathan. Just 6 runs coming off it. And Southern Brave women are 82 for 3 after 75 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout and Southern Brave Women 82 for 3. Deepti Sharma back into the attack. Slow through the air again, cut away towards point. He'll get through for a quick single. Now can Deepti Sharma get the wicket? Because he's always the most dependable bowler when it comes to taking wickets. Sophie Molyneux is back on strike, batting at a strike rate of 80. That's all you can expect from a batter like Sophie Molyneux. Gives herself room, cuts it away, but again straight to the fielder. Another dot ball from Deepti Sharma. This is what I'm saying actually. They need to, before next season, Southern Brave Women need to find a proper number 4 batter. Goes for the sweep towards short fine leg. Oh, direct it! Did it hit the stumps? I think it didn't. It didn't hit the stumps. Direct hit could have been close. So that's the thing actually, like for before next season, the Southern Brave Women should find a proper number 4 batter because you can't bat with 3 batters. That's down the wicket, hits it past mid-off and that'll run away for 4. That's a terrific shot there from Charlie Knott. Really good timing and placement and picks up her 3rd boundary in this innings. She's going to be the danger for the Sunrisers Leeds at the moment. 24 from 18 balls now, Charlie Knott. Well, 6 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Down the track again, flicks away leg side towards deep mid wicket. Charlie Knott picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Deepti Sharma. And Southern Brave Women are 89 for 3 after 80 balls. So the Sunrisers owners watching on. Hannah Baker back into the attack. Still 20 balls left in this innings. Charlie Knott on strike. Oh, looking for the pull there. Gave herself ample room there to go for the pull but unable to make connection. Another dot ball to start the over. Oh, bowled I think. Gets the wicket. Hannah Baker. Could that be the game for Sunrisers Leeds? Charlie Knott has to go. That is a huge breakthrough in the context of this game. Probably the last batter who could have counter-attacked and took the Southern Brave to a decent total. She's on her way. And that could be the game, I think. That is a big wicket. Hannah Baker getting the wicket of Charlie Knott. She has been moving around her crease for quite a long time now. This time moved across to the off stump and went for the sweep, but lost her off stump in the process. So Charlie Knott has to go after scoring 25 from 21 balls. And Southern Brave now in a lot of trouble. 89 for 4 after 82 balls. Real problems now for Southern Brave. Probably Sophie Molyneux now has to take the responsibility with the bat. Because there's not much batting left. Probably Sarah Glenn can bat a little bit. But Jodie Grewcock is the new batter to the crease. And then Naomi Dattani, Isi Wong. They are not batters. They cannot they cannot contribute that much with the bat. So it's going to be a problem here. Only 18 more deliveries left in this innings for Southern Brave. And at the moment, I will say Sunrisers Leeds are favourites now in this game. And this is what we were talking about, isn't it? About Sunrisers Leeds, the bowling variety that they have. It's tossed up on the pass. Jody Grewcock flicks it away leg side, gets off the mark with a single. So Sophie Molyneux now has to take the responsibility with the bat. She is the set batter at the crease. But Charlie Knott, unfortunately, played a good knock, but had to stay for a little bit more time to try and take the Southern Brave to a good total, but that didn't happen. Goes for the drive again, straight to the fielder. This is the problem with Sophie Molyneux. Just not able to score runs when it's needed. At this stage, you need to be able to accelerate. And that is why when Charlie Knott got out, I said, is this the game for Sunrisers Leeds? Because Charlie Knott was the one hope they had to probably counter-attack. Almost a chance of a run out as well there. Last ball of the over, comes down the wicket, drives it back to the bowler. This is the thing that we are talking about. Another dot ball to finish the over. So at the moment, Sunrisers Leeds in a really good position, you would think. Just one run came from that over, including the big wicket of Charlie Knott. And Southern Brave women in a lot of trouble here. 90 for 4 after 85 balls. In fact, on the contrary, I will say, you are saying that if Southern Brave reaches the final, Southern Brave will be favourites to win the tournament. If Sunrisers Leeds reach the final, Sunrisers Leeds are favourites to defend the title. That is what I am saying. Mark this prediction. Annabelle Sutherland now back into the attack. Still has 2 overs left in her spell. Jody Grewcock on strike. No, Molyneux on strike. Goes for the cut shot. Again straight to the fielder. Cannot find the gap. Just a single for Sophie Molyneux. Well, we said that she is not a number 4 batter. Again, look at her strike rate. 10 from 15 balls. Sophie Molyneux at a strike rate of 66.67. And this is not the kind of innings that a number 4 batter will play generally. So that's why they need to find a proper number 4 batter, probably in the auction for next season. Because this is not going to help you win the tournament. Goes for the drive. Oh, good fielding again. Got a hand on it there, the fielder. Another single for Jody Grewcock. They started really well, Southern Brave, in this tournament. But somehow, in the last few games, all these weaknesses have been exposed, and the ruling out of Jemima Rodriguez has also not helped their cause, because already they are only dependent on 4 batters, and if one of those batters get ruled out due to injury, it gets weakened even further, isn't it? Goes for the paddle again. Sophie Molyneux unable to make connection. Another dot ball here. So that's going to be the problem. That's going to be the that is why the Southern Brave women will not be able to win this tournament, is what I am thinking. Yes, they have the best bowling attack, but their batting is so disoriented. This is not the way it should be. Goes for a pull. It's an under edge. And will that run away for 4? Probably it will. Quick outfield. Very lucky there. Sophie Molyneux went for the pull shot. A big under edge. It's gone past the keeper. And Molyneux picks up her second boundary in this innings. The last ball of the over goes for the cut shot towards deep extra covers. Molyneux picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Annabelle Sutherland. And Southern Brave women are 97 for 4 after 90 balls. So only 10 more balls left in this innings. Can they get to 120? I'm really doubting it now. At least they need to get to 110. But I think Sunrisers Leeds have good batting to chase it down also. Plenty of firepower. Bryony Smith, Phoebe Litchfield, Lauren Winfield Hill, Annabelle Sutherland, Danny Gibson, Deepthi Sharma. They have a lot of batters. Unlike Southern Brave, Sunrisers Leeds bat deep. Jess Jonathan can also bat. So it's not going to be easy to defend this against this Sunrisers batting unit. Deepthi Sharma bowling the penultimate over for Sunrisers Leeds. Shot this time, pulled away leg side. Fielder puts in the dive. Brilliant fielding. Brilliant fielding there at deep mid wicket. Molyneux will pick up another couple of runs here. Nearing 100 here, Southern Brave. But I don't know whether this is going to be a match winning total. Only 9 balls left in this innings. Molyneux is trying hard. But she is not able to find the boundaries again. Another inside edge back to the bowler. Another dot ball here from Deepthi Sharma. She's trying hard. But that's all you can do sometimes. That's all you can expect from a bowling all-rounder. 8 more deliveries left in this innings. Down the track again. Hits it in the air. Long off. 1 bounce. 100 comes up for Southern Brave eventually. 100 comes up in 93 balls at the loss of 4 wickets. It's been a terrific bowling effort from Sunrisers Leeds. Only 7 more deliveries left in this innings. And the Sunrisers Leeds, I think, are in a really good position here to restrict the Southern Brave to probably 110 or something of that sort. Jodie Grucock again sweeps leg side. Long on, deep mid wicket coming around. Jodie Grucock picks up another single. Another good over here for Sunrisers Leeds. Just 4 runs coming off this over. Still 1 ball left. You have to feel for Southern Brave. And when they won those first 5 matches, they were looking like the team to beat. But the injury to Jemima Rodriguez didn't help their cause. Completely lost all their momentum. 3 losses on the bounce. That's driven again. Long off. Puts in the dive again. Brilliant fielding. Brilliant fielding. Another couple of runs to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Deepthi Sharma. Southern Brave women are 103 for 4 after 95 balls with only 1 more over left in this innings. Oh, there's a no ball. No ball, free hit. Deepthi Sharma has overstepped. So she has to reload again. Big mistake from Deepthi Sharma. It's a no ball and a free hit. Molyneux gets the free hit. Needs a boundary here. This is not the first time Deepthi Sharma is overstepping and bowling a no ball, that is for sure. Free hit delivery coming up, tossed up again. Hits it leg side in the air. It will be taken at long on, but it's a free hit. It is taken at long on, but it's a free hit. You cannot be dismissed of a free hit. So Molyneux gets another single to finish off the over. 8 runs came from that over from Deepthi Sharma. And Southern Brave women. Oh, there's another no ball. What is happening here? What is happening here with Deepthi Sharma? Just bowl, just keep your foot behind the line and finish the over. There's another no ball. She has to reload again. So it's another free hit. This time it's Jodie Grucock on strike. Here comes the second free hit. Nicely tossed up. Uses her feet. Hits it straight down the ground. Long off coming around. Good fielding. We'll pick up another couple of runs. Is this a legal delivery? Yes, it is. So a couple of runs to finish the over, but an unnecessary 2 no balls there from Deepthi Sharma has prolonged that over a little bit. So 11 runs came from that over from Deepthi Sharma, and Southern Brave women are 108 for 4 after 95 balls with still 1 over to go in this innings. Well, this is not the first time that Deepthi Sharma is bowling no balls like this. If anyone remembers the Women's ODI World Cup of 2022, in that edition, that last group stage match between India and South Africa, if anyone remembers that game, Deepthi Sharma was bowling the last over. South Africa women need Needed 3 runs to win from 2 balls. And I forgot the batter's name actually. You need to check the name of the batter. She actually got out. She was caught at long on, and Deepti Sharma overstepped. It was a no ball, and they had also taken the single. So the equation came down to 1 run needed from 2 balls probably. And then they ended up winning it. So South Africa ended up winning it, and India got eliminated. Annabel Sutherland bowling the last over. It's in the air, leg side, taken at deep mid wicket. Jodie Grewcock holds out at deep mid wicket. A wicket to start the last over. And that's a great start to the over from Annabel Sutherland. Had to go for the big shots there. Jodie Grewcock unable to get the timing. Phoebe Litchfield completing the catch at deep mid wicket. It's a wicket, and more importantly a dot ball for the Sunrisers Leeds. Jodie Grewcock has to depart after scoring a run of ball 5, and Southern Brave Women are 108 for 5 after 96 balls. When Deepti Sharma bowled this no ball, I got reminded of that particular match in that ODI World Cup. The India women's team got eliminated in the group stage of that tournament, and that was because of Deepti Sharma's no ball. So it's not the first time that Deepti Sharma is overstepping like this, because her overstepping has costed India women ODI World Cup. Although they won the ODI World Cup last year, but I am talking about 2022. Well, Naomi Duttani, new batter to the crease, top edge, simple catch at short fine leg. And 2 wickets and 2 balls for Annabel Sutherland. Once again, the slow ball doing the trick. Naomi Duttani, as usual, looking for the big shot. Huge top edge. And the fielder at short fine leg making no mistake. Number 6 goes down for Southern Brave. And really falling apart here, the Southern Brave women towards the end. Annabel Sutherland will be on a hat-trick as well. Naomi Duttani is out for a golden duck, and Southern Brave women are 108 for 6 after 97 balls. It was Mignon Dupreez. Mignon Dupreez was the batter in that 2022 game which I was talking about. 3 runs were needed from 2 balls, and Mignon Dupreez hold out at long on. Okay, we'll come back to that. Annabel Sutherland is on a hat-trick now. Hat-trick ball coming up. Issy Wong on strike. Pulled in the air. Deep mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket. Puts in the dive. Oh, puts it down. That could have been a hat-trick. Oh, dear. That could have been a hat-trick in this tournament for Annabel Sutherland. It's been put down. Ball was dipping. They'll get a couple of runs. Somehow, Annabel Sutherland couldn't get a hat-trick there. It was a great opportunity for a hat-trick. Dear, oh dear. 2 more deliveries left in this innings now. Southern Brave somehow got to 110. This time, edge towards short third man. They'll get through for a single. So this 3 runs coming from this last over. Still 1 ball left in this innings. Sophie Molyneux is back on strike. Oh, there's a no ball again. What is happening here with these bowlers? Annabel Sutherland now overstepping. No ball and a free hit. What is happening here? Well, they could have restricted Southern Brave to less than 110, but these no balls are costing them extra balls as well. Free hit delivery coming up. Full again. Molyneux hits it in the air, down towards long off, picks up another single. Just keep your foot behind the line, boss. Why so many no balls? The 3rd no ball in the last 2 overs from the bowlers of the Sunrisers Leeds. Every run is valuable at this stage. The last ball of the innings coming up. Isi Wong back on strike. Shot, it's pulled in the air. The fielder there at deep mid wicket. On the bounce to the fielder. Coming back for two. It's surely going to be a run out. Surely going to be a run out by Miles. There was no second run in that one at all. And a run out to finish off the innings. They'll get a single out of that one. And Southern Brave will eventually finish their 100 balls on 114 for 7 at the end of their 100 balls. 3 wickets in the last over. And I think we can actually say that those 3 no balls, 2 no balls from Deepti Sharma and 1 no ball in the last over from Annabel Sutherland has conceded about 5 or 6 extra runs for Southern Brave in this innings. Otherwise Sunrisers Leeds looked all set to restrict the Southern Brave to around 107 or 108 probably. But those 3 extra balls I think have made a slight difference in Southern Brave finishing with 114, which is still not going to be enough to defend in, according to my opinion. Because if you look at the batting of Sunrisers Leeds, they have every capability of chasing this down and making it through to the final. But why do you unnecessarily concede those extra runs? Just need to keep your foot behind the line. Let the batters score the runs and get the runs. Unnecessarily bowlers bowling no balls and conceding extra runs is not a good thing at all. But having a look at the batting of Southern Brave, well, Lizelle Lee again started off really well. 32 from 25 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 128. But again, after Lizelle Lee got out, suddenly Southern Brave started to crumble. From 41 without loss to 56 for 3. But then after that, Charlie Knott played a cameo of an innings. And again, they made a mistake by sending Sophie Molyneux in at number 4. We have been telling this continuously that Sophie Molyneux is not a batter. She is a bowling all-rounder. And rightly so, Sophie Molyneux managed only 22 runs from 24 balls. With only 2 boundaries at a strike rate of 91.67. That's all a bowling all-rounder can do. You cannot expect much from bowling all-rounders. But Charlie Knott, I thought, played a really good innings, 25 from 21. But once Charlie Knott got out, it was clear that Southern Brave were going to finish with a below par total on the board. And that is exactly what happened. Jodie Grewcock couldn't quite get going, run a ball 5. And Isi Wong towards the end, 4 from 3 balls. And then those 3 no balls towards the end prolonged the innings a little bit. Otherwise, as we said, it could have saved 5 or 6 runs for the Sunrisers Leeds. But nevertheless, 114 for 7 is still a below par total in the 100 competition. So the Sunrisers Leeds, if we look at Sunrisers Leeds bowling today, it's been an outstanding bowling from all the bowlers today. Barring those 3 no balls towards the end, I thought all the bowlers were outstanding. Cassidy McCarthy, none for 10 in her 10 balls. Kate Cross, 1 for 12 in her 10 balls. Jess Jonathan, none for 13, bowled 1 maiden over as well, none for 13 in her 15 balls. Annabel Sutherland, as always, the MVP, 2 for 31 in her 20 balls. Hannah Baker, very economical and also picking up 2 important wickets, 2 for 13 in her 20 balls. Danny Gibson bowled 2 overs, none for 11. Deepti Sharma, slightly expensive again because of those 2 no balls in her last over, 1 for 24 in her 15 balls as well. So Sunrisers Leeds, the defending champions, Sunrisers Leeds women, when they come out to bat, will need 115 runs to win this match from their full quota of 100 balls to make their way through to yet another final in the Women's 100 tournament against the Trent Rockets. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to this run chase here, and Sunrisers Leeds needing 115 runs to win this game and progress through to the final, and straight away not a good start for Southern Brave. Very first ball of the run chase going for 4 byes. Second ball of the over coming up. Goes for the drive towards covers, a dot ball from Lauren Bell. So Bryony Smith and Phoebe Litchfield opening the batting for Sunrisers Leeds, and I think they will back themselves to chase down this total and make it through to the final against the Trent Rockets day after tomorrow. The Southern Brave, I think they crumbled towards their during their batting innings, dependent on 4 batters every time, unable to get big totals. Goes for the cut shot again. It's too wide, probably given as a wide by the umpire. Lauren Bell has to reload that one again. So not a great start here from Lauren Bell, bowling the first over for Southern Brave. Already 5 runs conceded.
It's a wide.
So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Already 5 runs to this total. This time pulled in the air. 1 bounce towards deep square leg. Bryony Smith gets off the mark with a single. Gives the strike back to Phoebe Litchfield, who is one of the great upcoming batters to watch out for. Phoebe Litchfield was the player of the tournament last time around when Northern Superchargers went on to win the Women's 100 tournament. Again this year, she is continuing from where she left off last year. Continuing her good form with the bat. Last ball of the over coming up from Lauren Bell. It's on the pads again, flicked away towards short fine leg. Litchfield also gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Lauren Bell. Great start to this run chase for Sunrisers Leeds. They are 7 without loss after 5 balls. So straight away some spin introduced here by the Southern Brave. It's Tilly Coleman, who is the new bowler into the attack for Southern Brave women. Desperately need to take wickets here, otherwise the Sunrisers Leeds will cruise through this run chase. They should cruise through it. Bryony Smith is on strike, similar batter to Lizelle Lee actually. Goes for the cut shot, straight to covers, dot ball to start the over. Bryony Smith is similar kind of a batter to Lizelle Lee. Always counter attacks in the power play. So you need to be careful. Goes for the pull again, but straight to square leg. Back to back dot balls from Tilly Coleman. Third ball of the over coming up. Tossed up this time. Bryony Smith hits it towards long on and picks up another single. It's going to be tough for the Southern Brave bowlers to defend this because both these batters will come hard at the bowlers. Obviously they have started slowly, but Phoebe Litchfield, when she gets going, she can take the game away from the opposition. Very, very dangerous player. Not yet off the mark, in fact, because the last ball of the previous over was a leg bye actually. Litchfield is not yet off the mark. Coming around the wicket now. Full toss, gets it in the gap. This is what we are talking about. This is why Litchfield is very, very dangerous. Has this ability to find the gaps, maneuver the field beautifully, and Phoebe Litchfield gets off the mark with a boundary. A great shot using her feet beautifully, picking the ball up on the full and finding the gap beautifully there. And last ball of the over is looking for the switch hit. Well, she'll keep doing this. VB Litchfield doesn't quite connect it. 5 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman, and Sunrisers Leeds women are 12 without loss after 10 balls. So 103 more needed from 90 balls. Phoebe Litchfield will always find ways of scoring runs. You cannot keep her quiet. You need to get her out, otherwise she will damage you. Lauren Bell continuing into her second over. Bryony Smith on strike. Oh, edged and taken. Edged and taken. The finger goes up. First wicket goes down for Sunrisers Leeds. Looking to pull it away like side there. Bryony Smith. That's how she plays. She only knows to attack. A big nick through to the keeper. And a much needed breakthrough for Southern Brave. It's Lauren Bell who strikes. Maybe a little bit of away movement there for Lauren Bell. A faint nick through to the keeper. The opening partnership has been broken. Bryony Smith has to go after scoring 2 runs from 8 balls. Sunrisers Leeds women are 12 for 1 after 11 balls. Lauren Winfield Hill is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3. She has also been in good form. They have a lot of batting options, the Sunrisers Leeds. You don't need to be worried about their batting depth. They have plenty of batting options. Phoebe Litchfield is still there. Lauren Winfield Hill has had a good tournament with the bat as well. Second ball of the over coming up from Lauren Bell. Need to keep taking wickets here. Southern Brave, that's another absolute jaffer. Absolute jaffer from Lauren Bell. Beats the batter, all ends up. Another dot ball here from Lauren Bell. Lauren Winfield Hill, it's a testing period for her probably. Oh, that goes for the drive, a little edge. Straight to the field, right shot, third man. Really good start to this over here from Lauren Bell, testing the batter every single ball. This is what the Southern Brave need to do if they need to have a chance in this game. Sunrisers Leeds need to survive this testing period. Bowlers will definitely look to keep attacking. Oh, ball held in the wicket again. It was in the air for a while. Towards mid-on. And another dot ball from Lauren Bell. Could we see a wicket maiden here from Lauren Bell? It didn't start well. This over has been really good. And Lauren Bell, one of the best new ball bowlers these days in white ball cricket. Last ball of the over coming up. Full again, looking for the drive inside half of the bat towards mid-on. Another dot ball to finish the over. Wicket made an over from Lauren Bell, and Sunrisers Leeds women are 12 for 1 after 15 balls. So E.C. Wong is the new bowler into the attack now for Southern Brave women. 103 needed for Sunrisers Leeds in 85 balls. They've lost the wicket of Bryony Smith. A little testing period this for Sunrisers Leeds. It could well come down to those extra runs which they conceded towards the end, those 3 no balls towards the end by Deepthi Sharma and Annabelle Sutherland. Igisi Wong coming over the wicket now to Lauren Winfield, back of the length, defended towards third man. Lauren Winfield Hill gets off the mark with a single. This is why we keep saying, isn't it? We keep saying every run is important in this game. Those 3 no balls towards the end gave away 5 or 6 runs extra. Will that come back to haunt Sunrisers Leeds, or can they still chase this down? That is going to be the big question. Obviously, Phoebe Litchfield is still there. When she gets going, then no total is safe. That is for sure. I am sure Southern Brave will be planning something for Phoebe Litchfield. Second ball of the over coming up, and Litchfield, the keeper comes up to the stumps for Phoebe Litchfield. Oh, down the track, and she's been bowled. What a huge breakthrough here. Izzy Wong strikes. Litchfield looking to still counter-attack regardless, and loses her leg stump in the process, and Southern Brave continue to fight. Phoebe Litchfield has to go, and this bowling attack which we have been talking about, once again creating pressure for the opposition. Both openers back in the shed for Sunrisers Leeds. Leg stump going for a toss there, and Litchfield unable to contribute today. And are the Sunrisers Leeds under pressure here at the moment. Lauren Bell got the first wicket. Now Izzy Wong gets the second one. Litchfield goes for a run of ball 4. Sunrisers Leeds women 13 for 2 after 17 balls. So Annabelle Sutherland is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 4. Still have batting left. Danny Gibson after this, Jess Jonathan, Deepthi Sharma still batting left. But continuous wickets will create pressure. Oh, goes for the drive. Was there a nick there? Extra bounce for Izzy Wong. Another dot ball here, just not able to get the ball away, these batters of Sunrisers Leeds. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Sutherland looking to get off the mark. It's flicked away leg side by Annabelle Sutherland. Gets off the mark with a single. Lauren Winfield Hill is back on strike. Little bit of pressure here on Sunrisers Leeds. Have lost both their openers so quickly. The last ball of the over coming up. Flicked away again by Lauren Winfield Hill down towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over from Izzy Wong, including the big wicket of Phoebe Litchfield. Sunrisers Leeds women are 15 for 2 after 20 balls. So the wicket of Litchfield, I think, was a huge breakthrough for Southern Brave, and maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of pressure now on Sunrisers Leeds. 100 runs needed from 80 balls. It looks gettable, but if Southern Brave keep taking wickets, then anything can happen. Because this is a knockout game, runs on the board in a knockout game, and there will be knockout pressure. It's about how you handle that pressure. Sophie Molyneux, the new bowler into the attack. This is her primary role, coming around the wicket. It's driven in the air. Oh, got a hand on it. Fielder at mid-off, but it clears mid-off. And that runs away for 4. Took a huge risk there. Lauren Winfield Hill just past that outreached hand of Lauren Bell. She's so tall. If Lauren Bell can't catch up with it, then no fielder can catch up with it. Starts the over with a boundary. This time Lauren Winfield Hill drives it down the ground towards long off and picks up another single. Annabelle Sutherland is back on strike. Sophie Molyneux greeted by a boundary. Greeted with a boundary from Lauren Winfield Hill. It's still gettable, this Sunrisers Leeds. They need to keep their wickets in hand. And that was a huge risk from Lauren Winfield Hill, the first ball, to go after Molyneux like that. Oh, absolute Jaffa once again. Beats the outside edge of Annabelle Sutherland. And this is exactly what the Southern Brave were missing in their previous game against Trent Rockets. When Trent Rockets were in a similar kind of a position, chasing a similar kind of a total, the Southern Brave didn't have Molyneux to create this pressure in the middle overs. Comes down the wicket this time. Sutherland hits it over the top. She says, no, I am not going to allow the bowler to dominate. I am going to use my feet. And picks up her first boundary, second boundary in this over, first boundary for Sutherland. And this is a good over for the Sunrisers Leeds. Releases some pressure probably. Last ball of the over is tossed up again and Sutherland hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over from Sophie Molyneux. 10 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 25 for 2 after 25 balls. So AC Wong now continuing into her second over. These two batters are still capable. 90 needed from 75 is looking comfortable for a chasing team, provided they have their wickets in hand. And they should bat sensibly from here, both these batters. Partnership of 12 from 8 balls. AC Wong got rid of Litchfield in the previous over, continuing into her second over. This time on the stumps, flicked away straight to mid-wicket. Dot ball to start the over from AC Wong. I think Litchfield in the quest of counter-attacking became too over-ambitious, I guess. Maybe she could have been a little patient, but that's her game. You cannot question that much. Lauren Winfield Hill drives it out towards deep extra covers, puts in the dive. It beats that fielder at deep extra covers for 4. Terrific timing from Lauren Winfield Hill. And picks up yet another boundary. Now the Southern Brave bowlers feeling the pressure here. Boundary starting to come for the Sunrisers Leeds. This time looking to go for the drive, beats the outside edge, bowled it, pulled her length back a little bit. Another dot ball from AC Wong. Two more deliveries left in this over. Lauren Winfield Hill run a ball 11. Shot this time, poor delivery. It's pulled it away leg side, but deep mid wicket is there. So just a single for Lauren Winfield Hill, but that was actually a poor delivery from Issy Wong. You cannot be bowling at that shot. Lauren Winfield Hill looking really good so far. Annabelle Sutherland back on strike. Finding the boundaries from time to time, both these batters. Last ball of the over. Has defended again towards covers, and Annabelle Sutherland will get through for another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Issy Wong, and Sunrisers Leeds women are 31 for 2 after 30 balls. .84 needed from 70 balls. This partnership now 18 from 13 balls. Lauren Winfield Hill has scored run a ball 12. Annabelle Sutherland 7 from 6 balls. So Sarah Glenn is the new bowler into the attack for Southern Brave. Bowling change here. Over the wicket to Annabelle Sutherland. This time rocks onto the back foot, cuts it away towards deep extra covers. And Annabelle Sutherland picks up another single to start the over. Lauren Winfield Hill is back on strike. This time tossed up, defended on the front foot by Lauren Winfield Hill. Another dot ball from Sarah Glenn. And flicked away again by Lauren Winfield Hill out towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single. Two more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the lap, gets it past the keeper, and that might run away for 4. Third man can't catch up with it. Annabelle Sutherland picks up another boundary. Boundaries are starting to come regularly now for Sunrisers Leeds. The Southern Brave bowlers feeling the pressure here. They've not got a big total on the board. So every boundary will release the pressure for Sunrisers Leeds. This time comes down the wicket again. Sutherland hits it towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. She slipped up a little bit there. 7 runs came from that over from Sarah Glenn, and Sunrisers Leeds women are 38 for 2 after 35 balls. Well, Annabelle Sutherland nearly slipped up there. I thought there was an injury or something of that sort. Last thing that Sunrisers Leeds wants at this stage is any of their players to get injured, because that will not only disrupt this game, but it will also disrupt the process through to the final, if they go through to the final. Sophie Molyneux now back into the attack for Southern Brave, into her second over. Lauren Winfield goes for the reverse, but straight to the fielder at covers. Starts off with a dot ball. Tossed up this time, looks to go over the top. Gets it over the infield. And that is running away. It won't reach the boundary. Another couple of runs for Lauren Winfield Hill. Third ball of the over. Again goes for the reverse. Oh dear, the wicket keeper makes a meal of it. Makes a mess of it there. The wicket keeper should have stopped it. And that runs away for 4. Probably will be 4 byes probably, but who cares? Sunrisers Leeds will take the boundary, and the game is slipping away probably from Southern Brave at the moment. Every boundary is so valuable for the Sunrisers Leeds. They can sense the light through to the final probably. Third boundary for Lauren Winfield Hill in this innings. Well, it's actually 4 byes for the Sunrisers Leeds, as we see a good delivery there, looking to flick it away, dot ball. Last ball of the over coming up from Sophie Molyneux. Use of the feet once again from Lauren Winfield Hill, hits it towards long on. Picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Sophie Molyneux. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 45 for 2 after 40 balls. So 70 more needed from the last 60 balls. Looking very much gettable. This partnership now 32 from 23 balls between Lauren Winfield Hill and Annabelle Sutherland. Tilly Coleman now back into the attack for Southern Brave. They need to break this partnership here. Otherwise the game is slipping away. Tilly Coleman coming around the wicket. That's down the track again. Chips it in the air. 1 bounce towards long off. They'll come back for 2. Another couple of runs for Lauren Winfield Hill. Sensible batting from both these batters. Getting the odd boundaries and then rotating the strikes. Just keep the scoreboard ticking at this stage. They're not chasing a big target. 115 is not a big target. You only need sensible batting. This time again looking for the reverse. Appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. Are they going to go for the review here? I don't think they're going to go for it. Very full there. Lauren Winfield Hill every now and then looking for that reverse sweep. Down the track again, Winfield Hill goes down the ground. Long on coming around. They're coming back for 2 and they'll get it. Good running. Really good running here from both these batters. Another couple of runs. Required run rate 5.79. Very much gettable. Place in the final at stake. Trent Rockets are waiting. This time Lauren Winfield Hill sweeps. Deep mid wicket is there. Picks up another single. 50 comes up for Sunrisers Leeds. 50 comes up in 44 balls at the loss of 2 wickets. 65 more needed from the last 56 balls. These two batters batting very, very sensibly. Exactly how you need to be batting in this kind of a situation. 5 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the over coming up. Quicker ball on the stumps. Defended back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman. Sunrisers Leeds women are 65 for 2 after 55 balls. Sunrisers Leeds women are 50 for 2 after 45 balls, needing 65 more runs to win from 55 balls. Sarah Glenn now. Sarah Glenn now back into the attack for Southern Brave. Annabelle Sutherland on strike. This partnership now 37 from 28 balls. This is the thing about the Sunrisers Leeds women. They have a lot of batting depth. Short and wide. Goes for the cut. Finds the gap. And will that run away for 4? Yes, it will. Quick outfield. Races away to the boundary. Little bit of width on offer there from Sarah Glenn. And Annabelle Sutherland pounces on it. Another important boundary for Sunrisers Leeds. This time it's a leading edge in the air. And it's taken at mid-off. Breakthrough here for Southern Brave. Was looking to turn it away leg side, a big leading edge. Mid-off fielder running backwards completes the catch, and what a time to get a wicket for Southern Brave. Needed to break this partnership desperately. And that is exactly what has happened. A big mistake there from Annabelle Sutherland. Should have played straight through the line, but instead she went for the flick. A big top edge, Molyneux completing the catch. Third wicket falls for Sunrisers Leeds. Annabelle Sutherland departs after a good knock of 17 from 12 balls. The Sunrisers Leeds women are 54 for 3 after 47 balls. Now is there another twist in this tale here? Deepti Sharma is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 5. 61 needed from 53. You would back the chasing team to get this any day of the week, any time of the day. But cricket doesn't work that way. Sometimes it's unpredictable. They still have Danny Gibson and Jess Jonathan to come in as well after this. They still have batters left. The Deepti Sharma is kind of a calm batter. And in these kind of run chases, you need a calm batter who takes it to the end. That's all you need. Keep your wickets in hand. Wide down the leg side and it goes past the keeper. What have you done, Lizelle Lee? Will it reach the boundary? Oh dear, what have you done? The fielder there fumbling it. Has it touched the boundary? They might want to have a look at it. They've gotten 3 runs, I think. 3 runs plus the wide. So anyways, it will be 4. But the fielder fumbled it there. I think they've got only 2, have they?
It's a wide. It's a wide.
The fielder there has saved 1 run for her team, but it's a boundary nevertheless because 3 runs plus the wide. Lauren Winfield Hill back on strike. Oh, tossed up again, goes for the drive, straight to covers. Another dot ball here from Sarah Glenn. The equation looks simple now for Sunrisers Leeds. 57 needed from 52. You just need to keep your wickets in hand in these kind of run chases. You take it deep, you'll automatically win this. Comes down the wicket, flicks to leg side. That's all you need to do now. Lauren Winfield Hill picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up from Sarah Glenn. That's flicked away leg side. Deepti Sharma gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over from Sarah Glenn, including the wicket of Annabel Sutherland. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 60 for 3 after 50 balls. It's still 55 more runs needed to win from the last 50 balls. I mean, Lizelle Lee's batting has been really good in this tournament, but what is it with Lizelle Lee's wicket keeping? I'm not able to understand. Missing a lot of opportunities behind the stumps. Every run is valuable. She's just not able to catch the ball behind the stumps. So EC Wong now back into the attack. 55 more needed for Sunrisers Leeds. Deepti Sharma is on strike. Another wide down the leg side, and again Lizelle Lee fumbles. It's been a similar kind of a story for Lizelle Lee behind the stumps. We are seeing it for quite a lot of matches now. Lizelle Lee unable to collect the ball properly. And again wide plus the single. 2 extra runs to the total. All these runs are helping the Sunrisers Leeds here.
It's a wide. It's a wide.
.53 needed from 50 balls. Those extra runs are really putting Sunrisers ahead. Goes for the drive again towards that fielder at third man. Lauren Winfield Hill picks up another single. So just 52 more needed now from 49 balls. At least the bowlers should ensure that they are not going to bowl any wides, or ensure that they are not going to concede extra runs, because otherwise the match is slipping away from Southern Brave here. Required run rate only 5.31. It's not a big deal at all. Another wide down the leg side. Second wide in this over. All these runs are valuable for the Sunrisers Leeds.
It's a wide. It's a wide.
Just now I said you should avoid bowling wides. Bowlers are not listening. Previous over there was a wide plus 3 runs. Now a wide plus 1 run. Then another wide. All these runs are helping Sunrisers Leeds at the moment. It's on the pads. Flicked away again by Deepti Sharma. Sensible batting. Picks up another single. In the last couple of overs, if you look at it, 7 runs have come through wides. Do you understand the value of 7 runs in a cricket match? It's driven down the ground towards long on again. Lauren Winfield Hill picks up another single. Value of 7 runs in a cricket match. 7 runs conceded through wides, and that's why Sunrisers Leeds now are in a pole position. Required run rate down to 5.21. Full toss again. Deepti Sharma drives it out towards deep extra covers again. Picks up another single. That's all they need to do now. Cruising here in this run chase. The Sunrisers Leeds just should avoid doing anything unnecessary at this stage. And it most likely it will be the Sunrisers Leeds who will be taking on the Trent Rockets in the final to see whether Sunrisers Leeds can defend their title. Last ball of the over. Goes for the pull leg side. Might have found the gap. No, 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. Charlie Knott comes around. And Lauren Winfield Hill picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Issy Wong. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 68 for 3 after 55 balls. So 47 more needed from 45 balls. Sunrisers Leeds women at the moment cruising through. Southern Brave need a miracle from here. Campaign is slipping away from them. 3 losses on the bounce. Could be a 4th loss on the bounce here. Will end their campaign. Lost in the final last year around. Lost in the final last time around against this same opposition. Now in this case it is the Eliminator. As Deepti Sharma again hits it towards long on. They're going to come back for 2 here. Chance of run out. No. Good running. Really good running. Couple of runs to start the over from Deepti Sharma. This time goes for the drive straight to the fielder at point. Another dot ball from Tilly Coleman. This time again comes down the wicket. Deepti Sharma flicks it leg side. Picks up another single. A target of 115 was never going to be enough for Southern Brave in all honesty. Only a miracle could have won them this game, trying to take 10 wickets or something like that. Their batting has been the problem. They need to address that before next season. Down the track, Lauren Winfield Hill drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. At least they need to contain the singles here because Sunrisers Leeds only need that. They are waiting for that loose ball to be bowled by a bowler so that they can find the boundary. Till then they can just keep rotating the strike. Required run rate is not too much. You don't need to do anything unnecessary at this stage. Last ball of the over. Again comes down the wicket, flicks it leg side. Just sensible batting. Just taking the singles now. You don't need to do anything unnecessarily. As long as they are keeping wickets in hand, they are going to win this game. They know that. So just keep rotating the strike. Odd loose ball will come. Will punish that for 4. Simple strategy from both these batters. 5 runs came from that over from Tilly Coleman, and Sunrisers Leeds women are 73 for 3 after 60 balls, and it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout. Lauren Bell back into the attack, probably the last throw of the dice for Southern Brave at this stage. Coming around the wicket to Deepti Sharma. Full and wide delivery, Deepti Sharma drives it straight to point. Dot ball to start the over. Required run rate only 5.38. Southern Brave need to contain the singles here because Sunrisers Leeds have a clear strategy in mind. Just keep rotating the strike and punish the odd loose ball. That's all they need to do at this stage. Oh, an absolute beauty again. Deepti Sharma going for the drive and gets beaten on the outside edge. The back-to-back dot balls to start this over. Lauren Bell has conceded only 2 runs in her 12 balls so far. Has been the best bowler in this innings for the Southern Brave. This time goes for the cut shot. Out towards deep extra covers. And Deepti Sharma picks up another single. When you're chasing a total like this, when you exactly know how much you need to chase, you can pace the run chase accordingly. I mean, there's a difference between, now Deepti Sharma has scored only 8 runs from 10 balls. Some people will be asking, now when Deepti Sharma is scoring 8 from 10 balls, you're not questioning her. But when Sophie Molyneux is scoring 22 from 24 balls, you are questioning her. Some people might have that question in mind. I will clarify that. Southern Brave are batting first, looking to set a target. At that time, you need to counter-attack because you don't know what target can be safe. So at that time, you need to counter-attack and get a big total on the board. At that time, if you're going to score 8 runs from 10 balls, that is not going to help the team. But now Sunrisers Leeds know that they are chasing a below-par target. They know that they only need to keep their wickets in hand. As long as they keep rotating the strike, they're going to win this game. So in this kind of a situation, Deepti Sharma scoring 8 runs from 10 balls is a good innings. So it all depends upon the situation of the particular match in which you play that kind of an innings. That's pulled leg side by Deepti Sharma, finds the gap. Deep mid wicket comes around. Picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over from Lauren Bell. Sunrisers Leeds women are 76 for 3 after 65 balls. And Deepti Sharma, by the way, can counter-attack as well. It's not like she can only rotate the strike. It's not that she cannot play big shots. We saw in that 50-over World Cup as well. Her batting was also really good. So Deepti Sharma is a much better all-rounder compared to Sophie Molyneux. It is just that this situation does not need anything unnecessary. You don't want to put yourself under pressure. 39 needed from 35 balls. The game is in the bag for Sunrisers Leeds. All you need to do is see it to the end. Sophie Molyneux now back into the attack for Southern Brave. Lauren Winfield Hill is on strike. Tossed up again, flicked away by Lauren Winfield Hill. Towards deep mid wicket again and picks up another single to start the over. So Deepti Sharma is back on strike. Down the track, swings it leg side. She's found the gap this time. Long on and deep mid wicket, can't stop it. Rests away for 4. This is what Deepti Sharma can do. She can anchor the innings and she can also find these boundaries from time to time. Picks up her first boundary in this innings, brings the equation requirement down to 34 needed from 33 balls. This time flicked away again by Deepti Sharma and picks up another single. Lauren Winfield Hill is back on strike. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Only a miracle can save here. Only a miracle can save the Southern Brave here. As she goes for the reverse sweep. Past third man looking for two. Can't get two, just a single for Lauren Winfield Hill. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's flicked away again. Sensible batting from Deepti Sharma. Picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Sophie Molyneux. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 84 for 3 after 70 balls, needing only 31 more runs to win from the last 30 balls. Just 31 more needed now. Deepti Sharma 15 from 14 balls. Lauren Winfield Hill 28 from 32 balls. They have only played the situation. They have played the situation perfectly. Lost both their openers early on. The situation demanded that both these batters needed to anchor, and that is exactly what they are doing. Tilly Coleman back into the attack. Deepti Sharma uses her feet, hits it down towards long off. Picks up another single to start the over. Lauren Winfield Hill is back on strike. Down the track, hits it over mid-on again. And that runs away for 4. She's testing those mid-on and mid-off fielders from time to time as Lauren Winfield Hill. There was an earlier shot which just cleared mid-off. Now again clears mid-on in the same fashion. And picks up yet another boundary which brings the equation requirement under a runner ball for the Leeds, Sunrisers Leeds, as they are nearing a spot in another final. This time, guides it again, it's in the gap. That'll run away for 4 as well. Lauren Winfield Hill is in a hurry now. Back-to-back boundaries, 22 away. Southern Braves campaign, which started in such a positive note, is going to come to an abrupt halt here. That is for sure. This time flicked away again, down towards long on. Lauren Winfield Hill picks up another single. Just 21 away now. He's doing it easily now. The Sunrisers Leeds deserved team in the final. This is exactly why I said out of all the 3 teams that have qualified, Sunrisers Leeds women look the most balanced team on paper. They can go on to win this title. That's swept away again by Deepti Sharma. Towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over from Tilly Coleman. 11 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 95 for 3 after 75 balls. So just 20 more runs needed now for Sunrisers Leeds. Milking it at the moment. Outstanding batting from both these batters. Southern Brave running out of options at the moment. Partnership of 41 from 28 balls between Lauren Winfield Hill and Deepti Sharma. Only a miracle can save the Southern Brave from here. Need 3 or 4 wickets quickly. Only then they can have any chance. Otherwise, Sunrisers Leeds are going through to the final. Started so well in this tournament, Southern Brave. I think they need to go and reflect on their campaign. It will be 4 losses on the bounce, including this defeat if they lose this. E.C. Wong back into the attack, into her last over. Lauren Winfield Hill on strike. Goes for the reverse sweep there, but unable to make connection. Dot ball to start the over. From a position where Southern Brave were unbeaten in the group stage of the Women's 100 tournament since 2024, from that position, they are about to lose four games in a row. I mean, they always say 1 wicket brings 2, 1 brings 2, 2 brings 3. That's what they say. 1 loss has brought 4 losses for the Southern Brave. Oh, bowled! E.C. Wong strikes. Lauren Winfield Hill has to go. Is it too late or is there another twist? Looking to slog leg side there. Lauren Winfield Hill loses her middle stump in the process. And E.C. Wong just provides a glimmer of hope if there was any for the Southern Brave. This partnership has been broken. I think that ball just kept a little low there from E.C. Wong. Was that shot necessary? One would question, because it's already under a runner ball. All you need is only sensible batting. Just tap it round, get the singles. That's all you need to do. But she went for glory there and has lost her middle stump. So Lauren Winfield Hill has to go. Terrific knock. Runner ball 37. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 95 for 4 after 77 balls. So Captain Danny Gibson is the new batter to the crease. Coming in at number 6, just 20 needed. Still have Jess Jonathan after this. Oh, appeal for LBW, finger goes up. 2 wickets and 2 balls. Are they going to go for the review here? Another twist here in this tale, is it? E.C. Wong creating opportunities. Are they going to go for the review? Have they gone for the review? I think they have. So need to have a look at this. Well. Sunrisers Leeds. Equation requirement is under a runner ball, but they are losing wickets. So one thing you should never do in this kind of a situation. I've gone for the review here. Need to have a look at this one. Again, Danny Gibson going for the glory shot. Why do you play those kind of shots? Just rotate the strike. That's all you need to do at this stage. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. So we are moving to ball tracking here. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets, umpire's call. So it will be out. They will retain the review, Southern Brave, but it will be out. E.C. Wong is on a hat-trick. And out of nowhere, they have got 2 wickets and 2 balls here. The Southern Brave refusing to give up probably. Danny Gibson, the captain, out for a first ball duck. Sunrisers Leeds women are 95 for 5 after 78 balls. Still 20 needed from 22 balls. Well. 20 needed still. I think the Sunrisers Leeds batter should make a clear decision in their mind that they are just not going to give their wicket away no matter what. Play the full 22 balls. Don't give your wicket away. That's all you need to do in these kind of run chases. You just should not complicate these kind of run chases. And now Issy Wong is on a hat-trick. Outstanding spell, 3 for 17 in her 18 balls. Jess Jonathan is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7. Hat-trick ball coming up from Issy Wong. That's punched again. Straight to covers. Negotiates the hat-trick ball. Now this is where the pressure comes into play. And now look at where Jess Jonathan is batting for Sunrisers Leeds. Look at where Sophie Molyneux batted for the Southern Brave in the first innings. You can understand the difference. Last ball of the over coming up. That's short, pulled away, past that fielder. That'll be 4. Valuable boundary. This is what we are talking about. Played sensibly. The odd loose ball will come. And the batters can put that away for 4. Jess Jonathan gets off the mark with a boundary. Makes it a little more easier for the Sunrisers Leeds. 4 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 99 for 5 after 80 balls. Yeah, but coming back to what I was saying, look at where Jess Jonathan is batting at number 7. And that is because Jess Jonathan is a bowling all-rounder. So, she is batting at number 7. Understandable. Sophie Molyneux is also a bowling all-rounder. Why is she batting at number 4? She should also be batting at 6 and 7. Able to understand the logic behind what I am saying. Sarah Glenn back into the attack. Straight away a short ball. Deepti Sharma pulls it towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. 100 comes up for Sunrisers Leeds women. 100 comes up in 81 balls at the loss of 5 wickets, needing just 15 more runs to win this contest and go through to the final. Second ball of the over. Back of the length again, flicked away by Jess Jonathan towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. There's 14 more needed. They are doing it easily now. Every run will release the pressure for Sunrisers Leeds at this stage. Well, what pressure are we talking about? Still gettable, easy for Sunrisers Leeds. Third ball of the over. Shot again, goes for a pull but straight to the fielder, fumbles it a little bit and they'll get through for a single. There's 13 more needed now from 17 balls. Jess Jonathan is back on strike. This time on the pads, flicked away again. This is exactly what we are talking about. You need to cut the singles at this stage if you are Southern Brave. These batters are very, very intelligent. They know the situation demands only singles. So the only way to put pressure on both these batters is to bring the fielders in. Try and cut the singles. 4 singles in this over already. Just 12 more needed. Every run is taking Sunrisers home. Deepti Sharma is back on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. That's a wide down the leg side. It gets it past that keeper as well. That'll run away for 4 probably. And that brings the equation down to single digits. Is that a wide or not? We need to look at the umpire's signal. It's given us runs. So Deepti Sharma ends the over with a boundary. 8 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Leeds women are 107 for 5 after 17 overs. Needing just 8 more runs for a place in the final. Sunrisers Leeds women are 107 for 5 after 85 balls. Needing 8 more runs to win from the last 15 balls, and probably the last throw of the dice here for Southern Brave. Lauren Bell needs to pick up 2 or 3 wickets in this over. Only then the Southern Brave can have any chance at all. Lauren Bell back into the attack into her last over. Around the wicket to Deepthi Sharma. Oh, looks for the cut shot there, but unable to make connection. Dot ball to start the over. Just 8 more needed now. Deepthi Sharma, what an innings. What an all-rounder. Goes leg side. Finds the gap again. That'll be 4. That makes it 1 hit away now for the Sunrisers Leeds. They're doing this here. Deepthi Sharma, very, very valuable innings this. 27 from 21 balls. And she is taking the Sunrisers Leeds into the final of this Women's 100 tournament. Well, this time it's short again. Deepthi Sharma goes for the pull. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket and picks up another single. So it will be the Sunrisers Leeds who will play the Trent Rockets women in the final of this Women's 100 2026. The Southern Brave have got themselves to blame. Batting problems after Jemima Rodriguez got ruled out. 3 required now. Jess Jonathan on strike. Goes for the drive, finds the gap. Races away for 4, and that is it. Sunrisers Leeds women win this game by 5 wickets. And they are through to yet another final. In the Women's 100 2026, they will be up against the Trent Rockets. In the final, the Southern Brave are out of the competition. Started really well with 5 wins in a row. But ever since then, the wheels have come off. Jemima Rodriguez got ruled out due to injury. And they lost their batting depth. And eventually 4 losses on the bounce for the Southern Brave women has meant that their campaign has come to an abrupt halt after starting the tournament with 5 wins on the bounce. And that's exactly what they say, isn't it? It doesn't matter how you start. All that matters is how you finish. That is why they say that. And unfortunately, the Southern Brave have not finished well. But the defending champions, Sunrisers Leeds, into yet another final and a chance to defend their crown in this Women's 100 tournament. And the Trent Rockets are also the team to beat in this tournament. So we are expecting a cracking final at the home of cricket at Lord's day after tomorrow. And a comfortable chase towards the end, winning it by 5 wickets with 11 balls remaining. And commiserations for the Southern Brave, in all honesty. Well, it's very tough to win a tournament with so many concerns, isn't it? Basically, Southern Brave depended on only 3 batters. Charlie Knott came in. Obviously, she played a cameo today. 3.5 batters probably for Southern Brave women. How can you win a tournament with 3.5 batters? No batting depth at all. No quality batters at all down the order. And that is what has costed them the tournament. All these weaknesses were hidden at the start of the tournament when Southern Brave won 5 in a row. But slowly, as they started to lose games, that is when these concerns started to prop up. And they could do nothing about those concerns. And again today, promoting Sophie Molyneux at number 4 didn't prove to be the best decision for Southern Brave. So definitely, I think before the next season, they need to fix all these issues. Only then they will be able to go further in the tournament. They can feel happy that they at least made it through to the Eliminator, because those 5 wins at the start of the tournament really made it look like Southern Brave were the team to beat in this tournament. But very afraid after that, nothing went right for them. Jemima Rodriguez, I think, was a key batter for the Southern Brave, and Jemima Rodriguez getting ruled out at that time via a hamstring injury really costed the Southern Brave, in all honesty, because already they were having issues in the lower middle order, and then you take out Jemima Rodriguez from there, the issues will only increase, isn't it? Issues are not going to reduce. It will only increase with the absence of Jemima Rodriguez. And that is exactly what happened for the Southern Brave. But as we expected, as we had said, out of the 3 teams that have qualified, Sunrisers Leeds are the best team on paper to probably win this competition. They have made it through to yet another final. Now just look at the run chase of the Sunrisers Leeds today. Well, they had lost 2 wickets early on in this run chase, and at that time we thought, okay, maybe, just maybe there's an outside chance of Southern Brave to come back into this game. But then, the Sunrisers Leeds women at one stage were 13 for 2, and they had lost the big wicket in Phoebe Litchfield. But that only shows the depth in batting which the Sunrisers Leeds have. After that, Annabel Sutherland and Lauren Winfield Hill put on a partnership of 41 from 30 balls, the 3rd wicket partnership. Then Annabel Sutherland got out. Then another partnership of 41 from 30 balls between Lauren Winfield Hill and Deepthi Sharma, and that's all you need to do. Chasing 115, you just need 1 or 2 partnerships of 40 or 50 runs. That will take you over the line. 1 or 2 partnerships of 40 or 50 runs. That's all the chasing team needs to get. And they got 2 partnerships of 41 from 30 balls. And then again, a little blip that Izzy Wong getting 2 wickets and 2 balls. But then towards the end, an unbeaten partnership of 21 from 11 balls between the 2 southpaws, Jess Jonathan and Deepthi Sharma, ensuring that the Sunrisers Leeds made it through to yet another final. Back-to-back finals, of course. They won it last year in the final. It was the Northern Superchargers who won the Women's 100 last year. And that team has converted into the Sunrisers Leeds team. And that's why they have made it to back-to-back finals now, looking to defend their title in this tournament. We look at the bowling of Southern Brave. Well, there was only so much that I thought the Southern Brave bowlers fought really well, but a total of 115 was always going to be below par. At least they needed 130 on the board to try and pose an even stiffer challenge for the Sunrisers Leeds, but they couldn't do that. 115 was always going to be chaseable for the chasing team, but still the bowlers of the Southern Brave didn't give up. They still kept fighting, but not to be for them today. You look at Lauren Bell, 1 for 14 in her 19 balls with 1 maiden as well. Tilly Coleman was very expensive, 1 for 26 in her 20 balls. Izzy Wong was the pick of the bowlers today, 3 for 21 in her 20 balls. Outstanding bowling. She was on a hat-trick at one point. But again, Captain Sophie Molyneux with the ball, with the bat, couldn't contribute much today. None for 20 in her 15 balls. Surprisingly, Sophie Molyneux very expensive with the ball today. And Sarah Glenn as well, 1 for 25 in her 15 balls. Just not enough. When you're defending 115, there's only so much that the bowlers can do, and Sunrisers Leeds eventually chasing it down towards the end. Deepthi Sharma today, outstanding performance with both bat and ball, ensuring that the Sunrisers Leeds got over the line without any hiccups. Deepthi Sharma unbeaten on 28 from 22 balls with 3 boundaries at a strike rate of 127.27. Match-winning innings from the Indian all-rounder. So the final of the Women's 100 2026 is set now. Sunrisers Leeds women will be taking on Trent Rockets women at the home of cricket at Lords day after tomorrow to see who will be crowned champions of the Women's 100 2026. We'll be back again to cover that final match, and obviously the TNPL is also happening simultaneously, so we'll cover all those tournaments as well. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and good night.
for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.